What is up, YouTube? Been a while. Welcome back to Share Boxing TV. Just doing a quick review of Michael Conlan against Diego Ruiz for the vacant WBA, WBO, Intercontinental featherweight titles. Obviously not really about the titles, more about ranking and getting your name out there and all. Great fight, great venue. Perfect fight, really. Didn't get to watch it myself, unfortunately. I had to work, do a real job. But I watched it on the back there, and we'll include links. I'll include links below for if you didn't get to watch the fight yourself live. You can watch it. It's on the BT YouTube channel. And great intro. Start off. Michael Conlan coming home to Belfast. Just grew up here as well, and knowing the area myself. My mum is originally from the Falls Road. I was in Fail out in the Fubble Falls Park venue. Never been there myself, but I know the area is great, and it was a great atmosphere. Sold out crowd, 10,000. The intro, really brought goosebumps to me. Anyway, really enjoyed it. Michael Conlan said after the fight that he was nervous himself, and he couldn't even hide it, his nerves. But that's good. I like that honesty, and he's a proper Irish man. Of course, represented Ireland in the amateurs. Should have been against his last fight in the amateurs in the Olympics against Vladimir Nikitin, who pulled out due to injury. Michael Conlan said he's not going to chase that fight. It's gone now, but I imagine that will happen. Probably next, I don't know. But so Michael Conlan going into this one, 11 wins, 6 by knockout. He's got a great team behind him. He's got Adam Booth in his corner, Bob Arum, BT Sports are on board, MTK Global. Frank Warren is somewhere in the background as well there. Obviously he has links with Bob Arum, so he's got it really both sides of. He's got it Ireland, obviously. He's got a good English media representation backing, and stateside as well with the Irish connection as well, but also with heavyweight promoter there, Bob Arum. So really he's got everything going for him. Adam Booth in his corner now as well. He's got a solid team behind him. So I went into this one against Diego Ruiz. 21 wins, 10 knockouts, 3 losses, 1 by knockout. Never fought outside Argentina. He was a solid enough fighter, he definitely came to win. He didn't come to lie down. No real standout names on either of Conlan or Ruiz's records. But Conlan hasn't fought any bums. I know, like, from the start, he's fought, nobody's maybe world level, but none of them are absolute bums. They're all, efficient boxers, and Ruiz wasn't, although he didn't cause any danger at all to Conlan. He's a solid fighter, but was it a step up? I'm not too sure. But again, never in trouble, and won it had him in trouble in the 8th. Conlan had Ruiz in trouble in the 8th. Heard him, but Ruiz didn't go down. In the 9th, he went down with a body shot. Ringside, they were saying maybe it was low blow. I don't think so. But especially from the reaction, it was clear it was just a body shot. He went down, took a knee. Then he got back up, and then the ref stepped in a few minutes later. And his dad at the same time was thrown in the white towel. His dad had got a bit verbal a few rounds earlier with, his dad was in Ruiz's corner, so, that possibly was always going to happen. It was going to be a step in by someone that cares about your fight, especially if it's your son, So now after that fight, Conlan is 23rd in the world. He's 6th in the WBA rankings, 5th in WBO. That might even change. He might go up a bit more. One thing I'd say about Conlan, and who am I to say anything really, but at stages, a lot of, especially for an amateur fighter, he had a good defense, but at some stages in the fight, he was letting his defense drop. So that's one thing I would like to see him improve on. But great venue, Falls Park. Really brilliant atmosphere. Sold out crowd. What's next for him? Well, they're already talking about world titles, and he's himself said he wants to have a world title wrapped around his waist next year, at this time next year. He's 27, no need to rush it. He's not a kid either, but and he's a solid amateur background. I'd like to see him just get that ghost from under his under his cap or whatever. Nikitin box him. Then I'd like to see him fight somebody like Kiko Martinez, being around the top level. There's rumours, of course, Gary Russell Jr. thinking about going up. Same with Oscar Valdez. He's the WBO, and Russell Jr. is a WBC title. Frank Warren is on BT. Frank Warren's umbrella, so that will be an easier fight to make, of course. I don't think that's a good one to go for first. If Valdez moved up, fight for the vacant, that would be my idea, WBO. But before I get the ghost of Nikitin out of the way, fight somebody like Kiko Martinez, who's been around the block. He's only 33, but he's fought up there, and his last fight was actually against Gary Russell Jr. Fight someone like that, really, get that experience into you, and then fight, hopefully, for the vacant. Any of those titles, really, other than Warrington, could become vacant. Gary Russell Jr., Leo Santa Cruz, maybe not Leo Santa Cruz, but Gary Russell Jr. and Oscar Valdez. So there's no reason why the vacant belt wouldn't come up. So yeah, all in all, he's, as I said, he's got everything going for him. He's toast to the media. He's Irish through and through, and he's flying the flag perfectly. Great win for Michael Conlan. On the rest of the card, there was some other fights. Paddy Barnes won. Steve Collins Jr. lost to Padraig McCrory. That was for the BUI Celtic title. Sean McCoon won. Luke Keller won, and Paddy Gallagher lost to who did he lose to? Chris Jenkins for the Commonwealth and British Welter title. So unfortunately for Paddy Gallagher, I didn't see any of the other fights, unfortunately, but it was a great card. It looked like it. I'll watch them back, but the main fight was solid throughout. Really, Michael Conlan just was never in trouble, and that's no disrespect to Diego Ruiz. He was definitely there to compete. But anyway, if you like what you see, subscribe, send us a like. Love to hear your comments as well, and I'll leave the links below for the fight and the intro.
Hello world, goodbye.